Welcome everybody to another episode of Cook Like a Champion Season 7. Very dynamic this season. We got coaches from all over the world. And we got today, my good friend Rogelio from Wello is going to be making us some authentic Mexican dishes today.
Correct. Well, like you said, my name is Rogelio Contreras. I'm the community mobilizer for Wello. And we are here to not just promote as much as the culture and promote the Hispanic Heritage Month, but also the farmers that we work with. I think one of the key things that Wello focuses on is making sure we got those farmers' participation more than anything. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for having me here.
Support your local farmers. Is what
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, so everything and most of it, we'll be talking a little bit about what you can find in the local farmers around the area. There's a couple of things that you might be able to just find them on the store, but most of the stuff we'll be cooking today, you'll be able to find them locally.
That's awesome. And what are the dishes that we're going to be making today?
So today, I'm going to actually test you on your pronunciation.
Oh, yeah. Hablas español? Poquito.
I'm gonna test you on your pronunciation.
All right.
We're going to be making tacos
Okay.
de chicharrón.
Now I can say that in Spanish.
Okay. Taco, but not chicharrón, no?
Not chachara.
So
Yeah.
chicharrón is basically, it's a kind of like a deep fried pork, something that you could easily make at home, super quick, super quick. And we're actually gonna put a special. One of my favorite tortillas is the blue corn tortillas. So we'll be showing that. And while we wait for the pork, we'll be actually preparing a cocktail of fruits and vegetables, how we prepare them on the street over there in Mexico. So I'm originally from Guadalajara, Jalisco, which is the second largest city in Mexico. So I'm a city boy.
Awesome. Got a city boy in the house in the city of Green Bay, all the way from Mexico. Flew him all the way down here this morning, right?
Right. I wish I was over there
Awesome.
right now, actually.
All right. Well, what do you say we get started?
Sounds good.
Awesome,
If you want to help me out, just chop the little porks in little chunks, and then we'll put them in the fryer, and then we'll wait.
Awesome. All right. So normally I know in your culture you have your own spices, but today we have my spices. We have a little bit of Cajun, a little bit of Jamaican. So we're making a Cajun, Jamaican, Mexican infusion pork dish. I know, right?
Like that.
Awesome. So you said I just got to dice these up?
Dice them up in little chunks, and then we'll just throw them in the oil, and then we'll wait for them. And then while we do that, we're gonna chop a couple different things.
Awesome. Well, while I'm cutting that, I'll let you do your thing, man. It's the Rogelio at Wello show today.
We'll wait. We'll go for it.
Okay.
It should be quick.
Awesome.
You're a quick cutter, so I'm actually.
Awesome. Yeah. Do we have some oil that we got?
We got some oil warming up.
And what kind
already.
of oil would you recommend for them?
To be honest with you,
yeah.
in this case, we're trying to keep it as healthy as possible. The pork might be not the best choice, but you can always make actually chicharrones of turkey.
Okay.
Chicken is kind of hard sometimes just because of the consistency, but even beef on it. So this time we want to make it and keep it traditional on that end. And go from there. But yeah, you can make a chicharrones of anything.
So that's kind of like how it is in Cajun culture, like with jambalaya and gumbo. I mean, you don't have to use a certain type of meat. You can
No.
Use what you have on hand. That's the farmer's way, though, is use what you have, right?
Exactly. No, and it's one of the things that I wanted to do with this today is making sure we made something simple, but we were actually able to throw a lot of veggies on it. A lot of people think that, to maybe be able to actually have Mexican food, you have to have a lot of bad stuff to it. And actually, there's a really healthy way of eating Mexican food. And you can eat this in a really, 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 a couple times a week if necessary, if you want. So
they say the same thing about Louisiana culture. They say it's unhealthy. But if I can use an avocado oil instead of canola oil, I just made it that much healthier. So little tricks to make it healthy, because some of us want to live on this earth a little while,
Yeah, no, for sure. And then tendency is that we gotta have some fun for sure on the food, but sometimes super good stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It's not as healthy as we want. So
yeah.
So yeah, for the veggies, I usually cut
I'm just seasoning these up with my Cajun seasoning. I always season pretty high above it. just so I can get it. And the Jamaican and the Cajun together really blends itself. I mean, Jamaican's got more of a little bit of a sweeter taste to it, and the Cajun's just got that punch. So I'm gonna hook these up really nicely. Maybe just a tad bit more on that.
All right. Perfect.
All right.
You
You
do
tell
the
me what
honors?
to do from now. I am not the sous chef. What am I called?
You are the pinche.
I'm the pinche.
Yep. And then actually,
it.
it's the formal culinary word for the helper of the chef.
Awesome. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. I like it. I'm just gonna wash my hands quick.
Go
over
ahead.
here.
You want me to do the honors?
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Okay,
Go
sounds
for it.
good.
Go for it.
Gonna throw in here. Make sure it's fried. So yeah, this time we're using avocado oil, and most of the time is the healthiest oil, they say. Well, there's a couple of them, but
Yeah, and from what I
in Mexican culture, I don't know what happens for you guys, but we used to they use like corn oil, which I don't know if it's the best one. To be honest.
Yeah, from what I understand with avocado oil, it's high on the omega-3s. It's good in niacin. What I like about avocado oil is it's got a high smoke point. So you're looking at 475 degrees versus olive oil only has about, I want to say, 325 degrees. So that's awesome. Did I add enough of my Cajun seasoning?
You did perfect. That was perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect.
But presentation is everything, man. I mean, there's a reason why we cut things and do things the way we do it. So I'm cutting up some cucumber and some jicama, which I've never even eaten jicama before. So this is going to be very interesting.
Most of the time, it's hard to find it, and people think, oh, it's so hard to grow it and this and that. So we actually asked our farmers when we were asking around, and we actually found out that jicama is super easy to grow in here in the
nice.
In the area. So
I didn't know you can do that. So if you're in a region somewhere and you got a particular culture, you can reach out to your local farmer and ask them if they would grow certain vegetables for you. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so basically all the vegetables that we'll be using today, literally vegetables and wise, you can find them here locally.
That's awesome.
And one of the cool things that obviously we push is
So I don't have to go to Mexico now?
No, you don't have to go to Mexico. No,
going to
it's a
Mexico,
good
man.
reason. It's a good reason.
Right,
No,
I need a write-off.
Yeah.
I need to go down to Mexico to get some jicama.
So yeah, that's basically what we try to keep it on as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
So that you can find your cucumbers, you can find your jicama, you can find your onion, and then you can find your tomatoes. So one of the things that we talked about that we're gonna do today is that we're gonna do salsa mexicana.
Okay, I got to say that.
So,
Salsa mexicana.
salsa mexicana.
Salsa mexicana.
Mexicana. Like Mexico.
Mexicana.
Mexicana.
Oh, mexicana.
Mexicana.
Salsa mexicana.
Mhm. So,
There you go.
and you're gonna see in here in my cutting board. We're gonna do the 3 Mexican colors.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people, a lot of people call this pico de gallo, but
Okay.
today we're actually adding a little different touch to it. And one of the different touches that we're adding is actually cactus.
Cactus.
We're
I've never
adding
eaten cactus in my life. I've seen it on one of those fancy food shows where they go all over the world and they eat cactus. I
They
didn't
eat
know
cactus, yeah.
I didn't know it was like really a thing.
So yeah, we're gonna be eating a little bit of cactus, and we're just basically you can find these anywhere in a Mexican store around the area. You can find it in we didn't got paid for this, but some groceries locally got them.
Right. So
All
your
around the
local
area.
grocery store might have.
Yeah.
And if they don't have it, then ask your local grocery store. And that'll almost force them to reach out to the local farmers. I like that idea.
So yeah, so I'm gonna actually. There's a saying in Mexico that you actually tried it already. So if you know how to take out and cut the nopales, which is the cactus.
Oh yeah, I was cleaning them.
Yeah. You know, you can get married now.
Oh yeah, so
but in this case, you're married already.
don't tell my wife that, right? She's gonna think you're trying to hook me up with one of the queens now.
Yeah. So and then the other one is that if you cry cutting an onion, that's not good.
That's not good. That's
It's a
the
Mexican.
saying.
Well,
Don't cry.
anywhere, but there's just the saying beside that. So
Don't be a baby.
Don't be a baby. So
As he gives me this, you don't want to cry, huh? You
I
might
don't wanna
cry just
cry.
being next to me.
So I'm gonna actually do a little bit of favor. So do you like spice?
I love spice. You just want this onion diced then?
Yeah, dice in little chops.
All right. So Knife Skills 101 too as well, because as you see, we're using a lot of fresh produce. I know a lot of people are like, they don't want to cook the vegetables, mainly because of the knife skills. I mean, how do you cut a jicama? How do you cut a cucumber? So first things first is make sure you have the right knife. So I'm using an 8-inch vegetable knife. It has the holes in it to release the vegetables from it. Your 3 fingers are underneath the handle, your index fingers on the blade like so, and then your thumbs on the blade too as well. So you're actually pinching the knife just like so. So when I cut my onion, I just cut core to core, just like so. Bring it down, cut that in half, and then we're just gonna get that little core out just like so. I love fresh onion.
Started to smell good.
It is, it is, it is. In this
So-
live kitchen right here at Live X, not only our producers, but our sponsors too as well. Gotta love them, gotta thank you, shout out. Awesome.
So now this time we're actually gonna clean the knife.
You said dice, right?
Diced, yeah, little chops. So we're. Any tips in terms of cutting the tomatoes, Ace? You're the
Oh,
chef
for
here.
dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
show
here,
me.
We'll switch.
Show me.
For sure, for sure.
So like I said, so one of the cool things that we, as you know, part of this whole project of a cultivating community is actually highlighting not just the farmers, but most of it, you know, the cultural aspects of things, right? So, you know, when we do this type of, you know, when all the resource centers get their produce box or their produce bag this time, seasonal harvest does a great job actually making sure that, you know, we have, in this case, you know, we know the Hispanic community uses a lot of cilantro, uses a lot of onion, uses a lot of tomato. So on that case, those different well-being bags, we call them well-being bags, are put in the vegetables that comes with it are really, really culturally specific. So
Nice.
that's one of the other super cool things too about it, that we got to.
And
you
I
know,
think that makes a big difference,
Yeah,
being
for sure.
culturally specific, because if you grew up in a certain culture, you're used to using those particular types of vegetables. And I know sometimes at the local grocery store, you just can't get them.
Yep. In this case, like I said, the cactus, what we did is we cooked them a little bit before to have a little bit of color
Nice.
on it. So you can see a little bit like a darker color on it. And then now we're just kind of marking them.
And I
With
got
the-
a chance to clean cactus for the first time. So
Yeah, I
I
even took a picture. I'm gonna actually show my mom.
Gotta send it to his mom. It's all right. She'll be proud.
Actually, you beat me to it. I've never actually cleaned nopales before.
What? And you
So it was kind of.
that's why you made me do it.
It was kind of on purpose on it.
I hear you, brother.
So-
I hear you. We are making a mess in the kitchen, cooking authentic Mexican food
So-
right here in Green Bay.
You said you like spice. Do you
I
like
love
spice?
spice, man. Hook
So
it up.
we're gonna actually throw the color in it. That's just the cilantro on top of it, and we're gonna actually need a little spoon.
There you go.
This is super, like I said, it adds a lot of flavor to it.
Oh, it looks so fresh.
So like I said, all these vegetables, you can find them locally, right?
And this is your medicine right here.
Literally.
This is what keeps you out of the hospital right here. You get to eat, enjoy it, and put something good into your body. That's just amazing.
awesome, man.
Yeah, this is actually indigenous to Southwest. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Kind of Mexican a little bit, but
Yeah.
not, you know.
I got some indigenous still blood. in
I
me.
think we all do.
Yeah.
I do too as well. My
Yeah.
grandmother was 50% Cherokee.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Awesome. So, man,
Nice.
this is looking wonderful.
It's
All this
there's
fresh,
a lot of
beautiful.
color to it. I think that's one of the things that we want to emphasis on it, the color and the beauty of it. So when we talk about like vegetables and talk about actually eating local and as much as possible, is that you can eat super healthy and actually fills you up really quick, and it
Yeah.
fills you up. But it's a lot of there's a thing in the Mexican culture is that you always have to eat something sweet. In my family, have a thing is that it has to be before. So this cocktail that we're doing together right now, so like you said, it's cucumber, jicama, mango, watermelon,
Nice.
and that we're gonna top it off with tajin. A lot of people know tajin it's just pepper crushed in with the different seasonings on it. So this one, the blue tap on it, there's
Whew. That's a party.
the two tap on it is low sodium.
It's
on
like
it.
my taste buds are doing salsa.
We're gonna put this together. So with the chicharrón taco, what we're gonna do we're gonna actually grab the cactus and we're gonna cut it.
Love me some watermelon.
We're gonna cut it in little chunks. So a lot of people don't like cactus, so I usually put it on the side.
If you were going to describe what cactus tastes like to our viewers, like what would you?
Ah, jeez.
I know, it's a hard pill to swallow.
It's a little bit. It has a really soft to it, soft and chewy consistency. With the mix of the salsa mexicana, you put it on top of it. Like I said, I'm gonna put it, and then the same thing I did with the.
put a little bit of this Himalayan.
Yeah, we're gonna
sea
put a
salt
little
on.
bit of salt on it, and so everything else is gonna be on the side. On that, we'll grab it, we'll put it in a little plate, and then everyone can put it in their,
Oh, then they
their
can
own
put
taste.
their
Yeah.
own on there. All right, awesome. Well, I'll set that up then. Yeah,
There's a lot of color to it.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Like I said, we're just gonna do 2 tacos. Good.
2 tacos is good.
2 tacos is good. I like mine single, and then I usually do 1 single, 1. We'll heat up some more for the crew, because crew wants to eat.
Yeah, I guess we can give them a taco or two.
Crew wants to eat. So we're doing a little bit of bed avocado.
Okay.
Right? So there's a lot of flavor to that.
Mm-hmm.
You might say, oh, you like avocado? I don't like the avocado as much, but
Yeah, avocado definitely has to be in something. I can't
Yeah.
really eat it just like that.
so yeah,
I like
same
guacamole,
thing.
so I don't know if that makes any sense.
So in my case, we're just gonna do
I always remember to taste the food.
we're gonna do a little bit of the
You're right, it is crispy.
yep, and then you want to make sure that it's crispy because when you eat the taco,
I don't
Right?
think they're gonna want any of that, so I think we should just smash it.
right? Oh, I'll lose that. Want a lot of flavor to that. And this is what construction workers work on site, eat on site most of the time out in Mexico. And then we're gonna top it off with a little bit of this, actually.
There you go. It's got some good flavor in there. There's
A
a
lot
secret
of
ingredient
this.
in there.
Yes,
Yeah, good stuff.
for sure. Top it
Look at
off with
that.
that.
So even if we're using pork, traditionally pork isn't the healthiest cut of meat. We
Yep.
are using pork loin.
Yep.
So we're using the lean pork, that doesn't have much of any fat in there. So there's still some good protein in there for us. So
For sure. And my mouth water. So you want cactus? No cactus?
hold on, let me see.
So there's the chewy side of it. You can always put some salt on it. You don't have to. I'm gonna put cactus on mine.
I couldn't even tell you what that tastes like. So
Right?
don't ask me. I'll take a little bit of cactus.
A little bit of
like
cactus.
2 pieces.
I'm gonna do
Dos.
mine. So I'm gonna do one just in
yeah.
case the crew doesn't like cactus.
Yeah, for sure. They can definitely put it on there. We'll
Yeah.
get a spoon for them, and they can spoonful it.
And then if you want to pass me a spoon, yep, perfect. And then I like spicy stuff, so this time I picked jalapenos. So I'm gonna actually do this one actually.
And how do you say that in Spanish?
Jalapenos.
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 See, I'm learning. I learned taco. I learned
In this
jalapeno.
case, there's a
today.
lot of color to it.
There you go.
Go from there.
I love it. I love it.
So back to this chicharrón taco.
Chicharrón.
Taco. So like I said, chicharrón taco with blue corn tortillas has a lot of color to it. And then on the side, when you're eating your taco, before your taco, after whatever, eat a big plate of fruit.
Nice.
It's literally my mouth is watering right now.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
so
Not
good.
gonna lie. So this typically you find this in the street. People are literally chopping street food.
Love it.
This is food that you're gonna be able to find on the street. So this you'll find them, and then they'll chop them off, and they ask you, "Oh, you want jicama? You want anything else?" And then they'll top it off. There's an habanero one. So there's people that like the spice to it. You can go from there. So and then we got. Don't forget the nopales.
Nopales, aka pico.
No,
Nopales.
nopales is this one. And then,
nopales is
yeah, and then salsa mexicana, aka pico.
salsa mexicana. Unless you're from
Other styles,
other
other
places,
parts
then
of
they,
the
they put
I'm the
then they put
unique
their last
one.
name on there. Awesome. Well, I think our crew is like salivating over there. So my good friend Beth from Wello, if you'd like to come up and try some of these, don't tell me.
Okay.
Salsa mexicano,
Okay, mexicana.
mexicana. All right, I already forgot. The taco.
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 Chicha.
Chicha.
Tron.
Taco, chicha, tron.
Yeah.
All right.
Taco
there you
de
have it.
chicharrón.
There you have it.
All right.
Get in here, Beth.
Go for it.
We'll grab another
Go
plate
for it.
grab a plate. Give me a little beat. There it is. You got it. I'll show you guys. Always remember to stay positive in the kitchen and know that you too can cook like a champion.